So, hello everyone, and welcome back to Morrowind here on Twitch stream and later on in YouTube as well. And hopefully, you have had good times and everything, whatever you've been up to. And let's see, I'm not exactly sure what I want to do right now other than to proceed in Telvanni. So I think I should have a look through exactly. Well, I can of course go and inform about these goods if I want to, but I don't think it's necessary straight away. What did I need to do for this guy? I needed to go back to that guy on the other, like in the what's the place's name? Kneesis? Yeah, I think I needed to go back to Kneesis, right? Yeah, he's telling me the information. Hortator, but I don't want to become the Hortator as of yet. Would vote for me as a Hortator. Sign up. Mount, ask me to bring him the schematics from the ruins of Shule, which lies somewhere west of Was. That is of course something that I might go and try to do, but I'm pretty sure I needed to then go into that place. But did I ask it after this question? Maybe. The 3 questions, yes, but that was a lot earlier. But it shouldn't be anything with the Hortator after all. So maybe I asked about the one that I actually want to do a little bit later. Yeah, Master Arion asked me to speak with Paladas, Telvanni. Master Arion will make me his mouth if I can convince Paladas to join the council. So I would need to try to do that. However, I could of course at least go and visit in the Schnuleft ruins first. However, I'm carrying way too much, so maybe I shouldn't. Maybe. Lineware bow, which is also worth quite a bit of money, really. So yeah, it's a question to go or not to go. Is the question indeed. Of course, I could also try to just go and sell someone, or just drop stuff, I guess, if I feel like it. I don't remember if there was something special in that place. So many places. So few answers. I think I will try to go and visit there later. Let's at least see what Paladas is wanting to say. Does he request these items from us to become member or not? I guess that's a fine. Actually, it's been long enough that I don't recall for sure where the spell will be taking us. But let's just try to be going wherever it's gonna be taking us. If I don't fail, that is. Was it to the Mages Guild at the moment? Yeah, it is in the Mages Guild here in the Satrit Mora. But hey, that's a pretty okay place after all. I could also consider having a look if anyone buys anything of mine, but I doubt it, kinda. That anyone here wants to buy anything from me, which is kind of a shame, but so it is. Yes, pleased. Very pleased. Barter, I can barter with you. You do have magical items, so you might actually buy something from me, which could be a nice thing. If only I know what the hell I'm gonna be selling, but that's another question. Shard arrow, sure, I can sell that to you. You have 800 gold, so you can buy something from me. It's kind of also, of course, the problem that some of these, okay, we actually even gained this sort of like as a gift, this freaking blunt weapon, so it's like, well, I don't know if I wanna be selling a gift. I'm using the normal Indoril shield at the moment. This would be the magical shield, but it just has to summon Ancestral Coast. It is kind of way too expensive, so it's not like I can get that amount of money for it. But it would at least get rid of something from my inventory, so I might as well, I guess, do that. I don't think that you have anything that I want to really buy from you. To be honest. Restore health, divine intervention. If there's some really good scroll, I guess I might, but otherwise probably no need to really be looking into this. For divine magicka, absorb magicka, that's actually not bad in really difficult situations to have. Baleful suffering. Seems like a good spell, at least these don't fade a lot. Something other that I can try to do anyways. I like invisibility as a possibility to do. Don't need that. That's more water breathing, which I guess is fine, but I can kind of do it myself. And burdens. I guess that's fine, so I'm losing gold, but that's fine. Let's just get rid of at least one item that I'm not planning to be using. I think that's good. Good enough.
Greetings. What exactly do you require?
Would you go ahead and take me to Altroom where I can travel to Knisis with the Silt Strider and actually go and visit this guy again who we visited last time, I think even. So we've been very recently to his place, but well, we just gotta go and visit there again. Maybe I should equip the hammer or the mace. Also, after we have looked into this, maybe I should actually go all the way and visit actually around in here somewhere. Considering we know that there's these other places too, Tel Oda, Tel Aranion, and Tel Oren, where I've definitely, as said, never visited. Here I visited very shortly. Maybe I could try to go and see if I can go and visit there. Maybe. Of course, it's not like there's not plenty to go and explore and visit in here still too, but still. Maybe. I'm wondering what exactly we want to do. And if anyone is happening to be in the stream sooner or later, do let me know if the stream is working, or write something so I'm more sure that it's working correctly. I hope it is, but just in case. Anyways, travel to Knisis for now. Hey, hello Variax. Nice to see you. Happy Friday. Thank you to you as well, Variax. And glad that the stream is working just totally fine. So, why did I come to you? I was thinking all of a sudden when looking into then to you and into the chat that, hey, I want to actually travel forward from Knisis as well, but no, I wanted to actually stay here. So why am I going to be leaving somewhere else? No, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, his home was around there, where we gonna go and visit again. But yes, happy Friday to you as well, and hopefully you have had a good week and everything, for sure. Guess I don't really need the weapon. I doubt that there's going to be new enemies in that place, as of yet. At least, I could assume so. Yeah, I don't know how that Silt Strider guy has fallen off his platform, but he certainly has. I don't know what's the reason for it. Do you have any explanation, Variax, for that? Because I don't. I just one day I was looking for him in here and trying to look that okay, I might actually like to travel with the Silt Strider, but then yeah, he's there. I don't know, maybe he's cleaning the Silt Strider's legs or something. I don't really know what he's up to, but there he is. Do you want to fix it? Can happen as they wander a little. Of course I could fix it, but I don't know if it's necessary. At least I know, or know that he is indeed there. Game. Don't crash on me or something. Hopefully. Sun and freeze. Then I'm wondering, is there something going to be wrong? Is this going to be my about third time that this game crashes on me? That's gonna be a shame. Unless there's going to be the autosave at some point, but it did crash. Well, that's unfortunate. Well, I guess I gotta be just starting again, and yes, oh dear. Well, not too serious, but a little bit annoyance. And now it isn't in the middle of the screen like it should be. I need to restart it again. Okay, it's actually fixed itself already. Strange things happening with my computer though at the moment, quite clearly. Even okay, yeah, very strange things going on happening with this. I need to exit this though for a moment because it didn't go to the left side of my screen, and then I would have problems actually even seeing the chat, so I have to change that then still. Okay. Then play. And I need you to the left side. Thank you very much. There you go. We'll see where it actually loaded up last time. Strange. Very strange things happening. Like when it was loading there too, it kind of very strangely showed like there would be no chat messages again on the right side where I have the chat open on all that. And then it's again back, so I don't know. Something very strange happening. Anyways, at least, well, I guess I have the autosave in the sign-up camp still. Well, it's not a long way to go, but it's a little bit of a ways. Unfortunately, I guess I need to really quick save then more often if it's actually going to be more of an issue now. Good evening, Tajunta. Hyvää iltaa to you as well. Hopefully you have had a good week as well. By the way, Variax as well, have you been exploring a lot in the Tamriel rebuild or some sus, for example? Like in here, ever? I got it, but I haven't explored it there, at least yet, myself, so... Okay, recall... Oh yeah, I should actually rest 1 hour, so maybe I might actually succeed casting the spell. I did. Good. No, sadly not. Not yet. Okay, well, that's also something then that you haven't explored as of yet. Neither have I. I would like to sell to you again. Thank you very much. I wanted to sell you this shield, and then I'm just gonna buy the few specific scrolls that I thought that were the best. I'm carrying too much, by the way, then, but yeah, you can probably see that. Notice that I'm carrying a slightly bit more than I should really be carrying. Yeah, Absurd Magic is good. Sure. This isn't the thing that I wanted to sell, it was this thing. Seller Max. That's fine. Been good, how about you? I'm all okay. I played a lot of that Frostpunk game. And had fun with it.
Hello.
And then been just thinking about what else I want to do. It's sometimes so difficult to decide about those. Of course, it's not like I don't have Let's Plays going on, so I should just be continuing them. But then sometimes I'm also... Well, I would also like to go and play this game, but yeah. My difficulties with these things. Actually, let's go and visit in Palmora just so that I can rest in the bed there quickly. First, hello, Ajira. Good old Ajira.
What is it?
Okay. Delete. You wake. You hear something and sense the presence of another nearby. You again, zombie. I'm sure you're here again somewhere.
I'm listening.
I don't know where he is. He's here somewhere, I'm sure. I don't know where though. Maybe it would have been the assassin this time. I don't know. I'm very uncertain about these things. Well, last time I found an ass zombie here. Around this corner, but I don't see anything here now. And I'm confused. Hey, there you are. Why did you only arrive now? Why didn't you attack me before, ass zombie? Coming and disturbing my sleep. Very annoying. Okay. Could you take me to Altrune? Would appreciate that. And then the Kneeses again. And then to that one guy whose name I cannot remember. Can't remember all these elf names. Elf names too complicated. Not like Ajira. Ajira I can remember all the way, like always. Elf names, not that much. Hello, hello. I don't need anything. You are the one who stopped in front of me, rather than me in front of you. A lovely sun. So beautiful. Lovely morning sun in Altrun. Oh. So lovely that I'm looking just into wrong places. And yes, hello Jim Jim, welcome to the stream as well. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully you have had good times too. I kind of like want to just jump on top of, like onto this Steel Strider so I can see it really well in the air. Of course I could go and cast a levitation, but anyways. It's so lovely. It's just too lovely. And yes, screenshot times. Again, I've actually taken a lot of screenshots of these. Maybe this is a good place. Just under the Steel Strider. Steel Strider. Their claws are hanging about. Anyways. Nonetheless, it's such a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful sun, beautiful skylines. I've taken quite a few screenshots in this game for sure.
Why walk when you can run?
Yes, that is a good question. Why ever would you walk when you can actually ride a Steel Strider? I'm not sure how comfortable actually that sort of a ride should be though. That's a good question. How comfortable is a ride on top of a Steel Strider? How quickly does it travel? Pretty basics week only. But basic isn't always a bad thing, even if it would be, so to speak, a basic week. I would like to actually have some light when I'm going in here again, because it's dark. I can go and visit him in the nighttime though, but at least have some light. Knisis Arstrelen, was it this place? I think it was this place. Gate dwelling. Or was it somewhere else? Well, let's go and at least see. Was it this thing that I was looking for? Sharing knowledge. Is great. Certainly. But yes, this is the place, of course. I was thinking that it should be this, but then I was getting confused. It's not like I remember these places that well, after all. Nonetheless. Then just this guy. By the way, Varyax, you probably remember if the crocodile guy beneath this room is actually hostile. I accidentally went and killed him anyways because I was just prepared for him to be a hostile to begin with. But I'm not sure even anymore if he was hostile to begin with or not. So, I'm very unsure about that. But, well, it's not too big of an issue if he doesn't have a crocodile friend here below himself. Hello, Baladas Telvanni. How are thee? I am Baladas Telvanni, and this Arstrelen is my home. Why have you come here? Well, I would have a suggestion of you actually joining and all. So let's see. And yes, poor lizard dude. Well, I've had just on his appearance. Yes, I guess that is true, Varyax. I guess that is very much true. I'm sorry. I've had so much problem with them. So I thought that he would be a problem too, and then he just didn't want to be a problem. I couldn't know. I couldn't understand. What's the thing that I wanted to ask? What is the exact right choice here? Join the council, yes. Baladas, I'm here to request you to join the council. I have little interest in the affairs of House Telvanni, but it would not be an inconvenience to me. I will agree to join the council on the condition that you do three chores for me. So okay, now I do have to even anyways do these 3 chores, so I was thinking about that to be probably the case. So, well, let's hear those 3 chores one more time, and then we gotta be just going for these specifically. I have 3 simple chores for you. Bring me the copies of the tumor books, Shunak's Fire and Fate, Attendance of Tumor Law, and Chronicles of the Snuleft. And the Chronicles of the Snuleft should be in the Snuleft ruins. And Fire and Fate, not sure where it exactly were supposed to be. But those are the books that we need to go and then find. So where did I have it all in store before all the Hortator talk? Yeah, no worries if you pressed it accidentally. Unsure if there were any civilian casualties. Yeah, well, I don't know. Are Daedra considered civilian casualties or not? Are they not considered civilian casualties? Maybe Daedra are also civilian casualties or civilians in the world of Morrowind. In that case, the crocodile guy was a civilian casualty when I killed him, when he was innocent and wouldn't have been trying to kill me. So, yes. Unfortunate but true, but anyways. Asked me to bring him some tumor schematics. That's not exactly the thing yet. Raskin Paladas. Asked me to bring him a copy of the Ancestor tumor books. Page 152 is this, okay? Antecedents of the Tumor Law. I would do it myself. I probably can try to ask some other people if they can actually know where this could be found. This is probably in the ruins of Snuleft, though. So I should go and go that place through. But what about Fire and Fate? Fire and Fate. Find the book, fella Insurrecti. That's the only thing that he told me about that. But yeah, it's very rare. Still copies of the book in Tumor Ruins of Snuleft. Otherwise, you could be asking booksellers where one might find a copy. Yes. I was thinking that I had the Chronicles of Snuleft at some point anyways, because I had brought at least some to Edwina Elbert. Which is kind of funny. I had already had one, I guess. I hope you are always sufficient. Excellent, now give this book to me. Edwina Elbert. But she has the book, not me now. Unfortunately. The subtitle for Morrowind should be The Game of Tomes. Maybe. You know what time it is. I'll give you a hint. It starts with the W and ends in a Y, and in between there is whiskey time. Okay, why a whiskey time? You need to be drinking then. I don't actually even remember if I've ever drank any whiskey. I've drank some higher alcohol percentage, but I really have drank so little alcohol that I really can't remember or know well enough. So amen. Well, you enjoy your whiskey. You enjoy your whiskey. Surely do. Well. Where to then? I don't think that there were any booksellers in this city, Ignisis. Yeah. She had so much whiskey she couldn't even remember what had remember it. Yeah, totally. That's exactly the case, Chim. I've drank so much that I don't even remember. It's blanketed my memory 100%. Totally. Sounds like a sign of a good whiskey, kiddo. Yeah, I guess it must have been real good. Must have been real good. Okay, let's go and travel. Where do I wanna go? Alternate List has that one bookshop, so I guess I could visit there, even though I doubt there's... You're too close to me. Finnish people need some space. Too close. So, I can't see almost anything in this darkness, but let's go into the bookshop anyways. I'm sure it's open, or maybe I'll find an inn and try to sleep there.
I'm listening.
I don't have anything to say to you, to be honest, so... Finis exclusion zone. Yeah, absolutely. I just don't remember the towns well enough to remember exactly where I can sleep. I'm sure one of these places was a place that I was able to rent a bed from, but what place was it? Was it this place? Altskarin? One here? I just don't remember which one it was. Wait. Wait, what? What should I wait? I'm just sleeping in Altrun because I wanna be asking about that book. Give me a bed. Yes. I wanna go and sleep for the night so that we can start again in the morning. Yeah, we are back in Altrun, unfortunately, but I just visited here shortly so that I can then go and actually... It's only already 5 a.m. I wouldn't have even needed to really sleep at all. But 3 hours, that's fine, then it's gonna be a morning. Then I can definitely take our torch away though. Definitely don't need that anymore in the morning. Was it whiskey related? Maybe. How did we end up here again? Well, it was because of the Silt Riders and convenient routes to be able to travel from one place to the other, really. Unfortunate or not. Considering we are going to be going and trying to find these different books, I wonder... It was that place. Dancing Striders, yes. It's all hazy. Those guys can drink. Can they? I guess they can drink a lot. They are pretty big after all, so... In that sense, I guess I agree with you, Chim Chim, but... I wouldn't have thought of that. First and Germans are better. I don't know, at least you have actually been living in Germany, so you know better than I do. Depends how you look at it, I guess so. You have met more drunk Germans than I have. Well, I do have some German friends who drink a lot, so that sense, but still, living in the place is a little bit different. Hello, 472, welcome to the stream as well. And to some Morrowind, hopefully you have been doing well as well and had a good week. I wonder if I should be reading some book when I come to the bookshop. Well, probably good. Reflections, paper, Mystery of Talara, part 5. I didn't know that there was so many Mysteries of Talara. I'm kind of inclined to go and buy it. Because I'm like, well, if we find part 5, maybe we'll actually find the other parts at some point, and then we can actually read the series. And definitely not implying Germans drink too much. Well, that's good, I guess. The first thing I hear is drunk Germans. What did I miss? Yeah. Well, Chinchu can explain that to you. Okay, let's see. Spirits, Tamriel, Annotated Battle, Book, Words of the Clan, Matter, easy. True Nature of Orcs, Red Book of Riddles, The Mirror. I haven't read The Mirror. Sure, let's get The Mirror. Let's read The Mirror. Sure, I'll buy these books from you. Even if they're not the books that I'm looking for, but anyways. Timing was pretty perfect though, for sure. Although I hear the Danes are the champions. Well, maybe. I can't really say who is the champion or not. Personally. Okay, where's the mirror? There's the mirror. How long of a book is the mirror? Relatively long, but let's go for it. The Mirror by Berdier Rians. Russians with respect. It's not a competition, is it not? And yeah, Nordic countries would be one possibility. But the Mirror. The wind blew over the open plain, jostling the few trees within to move back and forth with the irritation of it. A young man in a bright green turban approached the army and gave his chieftain's terms for peace to the commander. He was refused. It was to be the Battle of Ain Golur. The chief Iampies had decreed his open defiance, and his horsemen were at war once again. Many times the tribe had moved into territory that was not theirs to occupy, and many times the diplomatic approach had failed. It had come to this at long last. It was just as well with Mintrotrax. His allies may win or lose, but he would always survive. Though he had occasionally been on the losing side of a war, never once in all his 34 years had he lost in hand-to-hand combat. The two armies poured like dual floating streams through the dust, and when they met a clamor rang out, echoing into the hills. Blood, the first liquor the clay had tasted in many a month, danced like powder. The high and low battle cries of the rival tribes met in harmony as the armies dug into one another's flesh. Mithridates was in the element he loved. After 10 hours of fighting with no crown given, both commanders called a mutual and honorable withdrawal from the field. The camp was positioned in a high-walled garden of an old burial ground, adorned by springtide blossoms. As Mindotrax, as Mindotrax toured the crowds, he was reminded of his childhood home. It was a happy and a sad recollection, the purity of childhood ambition, all of his schooling in the ways of battle, but tinged with memories of his poor mother, a beautiful woman looking down at her son with both pride and unspoken sorrow. She never talked about what troubled her, but it came as no surprise to any when she took the walk across the moors and was found days later, her throat slit open by her own hand. The army itself was like a colony of ants, newly shaken. Within a half hour's time after the end of the battle, they had reorganized as if by instinct. As the medicos looked to the wounded, someone remarked, with a measure of admiration and astonishment, "Look at Mindotrax. His hair isn't even out of place." "He is a mighty swordsman," said the attending physician. "The sword is a greatly overvalued article," said Mindotrax, nevertheless pleased with the attention. "Warriors pay too much attention to striking and not enough in defending strikes. The proper way to go into battle is to defend yourself and to hit your opponent only when the idle moment arises." "I prefer a more straightforward approach," smiled one of the wounded. "It is the way of the horsemen." "If it is the way of the parochial tribes to fail, then I renounce my heritage," said Mindotrax, making a quick sign to the spirits that he was being expressive, not blasphemous. "Remember what the great blade master Gaijin Shinji said. The best techniques are passed on by the survivors." "I have been in 36 battles, and I haven't a scar to show for them. That is because I rely on my shield, and then my plate, in that order." "What is your secret?" "Think of melee as a mirror. I look to my opponent's left arm when I am striking with my right. If he is prepared to block my blow, I blow not. Why exert undue force?" Mindotrax cocked an eyebrow. "But when I see his right arm tense, my left arm goes to my shield. You see, it takes twice as much power to send force than it does to deflect it. When your eye can recognize whether your opponent is striking from above or at an angle, or in an uppercut from below, you learn to pivot and place your shield just so to protect yourself. I could block for hours if you need be, but it only takes a few minutes, or even seconds, for your opponent. Use the pattern to leave a space open for your own strike." "What was the longest you've ever had to defend yourself?" asked the wounded man. "I fought a man once for an hour's time," said Mindotrax. "He was tireless with his bludgeoning, never giving me a moment to do aught but block his strikes. But finally he took a moment too long in raising his cudgel, and I found my mark in his chest. He struck my shield 1,000 times, and I struck his heart but once. But that was enough. So he was your greatest opponent? Asked the medico. Oh, indeed not, said Mindotrax, turning his great shield so the silvery metal reflected his own face. There is he. The next day, the battle recommenced. I even, like, sometimes reading too quickly and then recommended. No, that's not what it says. Okay. The next day, the battle recommenced. Chief Yombes had brought in reinforcements from the islands to the south. To the horror and disgrace of the tribe, mercenaries, renegade horsemen, and even some Richmond witches were included in the war. As Mindotrax stared across the field at the armies assembling, putting on his helmet and readying his shield and blade, he thought again of his poor mother. What had tortured her so? Why had she never been able to look at her son without grief? Between sunrise and sundown, the battle raged. A bright blue sky overhead burned down on the combatants as they rushed against one another over and over again. In every melee, Mindotrax prevailed. A foe with an axe rained a series of strokes against his shield, but everyone was deflected until the last Mindotrax could best the warrior. A spear maiden nearly pierced the shield with her first strike, but Mindotrax knew how to give with the blow, throwing her off balance and leaving her open for his counter-strike. Finally, he met a mercenary on the field, armed with shield and sword and a helm of gold and bronze. For an hour and a half they battled. Mindotrax tried every trick he knew. When the mercenary tensed his left arm, he held back his strike. When his opponent rose his sword, his shield rose too, and expertly blocked. For the first time in his life, he was battling another defensive fighter. Stationary, reflective, with energy to battle for days if need be. Occasionally, another warrior would enter into the fray, sometimes from Mindotrax's army, sometimes from his opponents. These distractions were swiftly dispatched, and the champions returned to their fight. As they fought, circling one another, matching block for block and blow for blow, it dawned on Mindotrax that here, at last, he was fighting the perfect mirror. It became more of a game, almost a dance, than a battle of blood. It was not until Mindotrax missed his own step, striking too soon, throwing himself off balance, that the promenade was ended. He saw, rather than felt, the mercenary's blade rip across him from throat to chest. A good strike. The sword he himself might have delivered. Mindotrax fell to the ground, feeling his life passing. The mercenary stood over him, prepared to give his worthy adversary the killing blow. It was a strange, honorable deed for an outsider to do, and Mindotrax was greatly moved. Across the battlefield he heard someone call a name, similar to his own, Jurifax. The mercenary removed his helm to answer the call. As he did so, Mindotrax saw through the slits of his helmet his own reflection in the man. It was his own close-set eyes, red and brown hair, thin and white mouth, and blunt chin. For a moment he marveled at the mirror before the stranger turned back to him and delivered the death stroke. Jurifax returned to his commander and was well paid for his part in the day's victory. They retired for a hot meal under the stars in a garden by an old cairn that had previously been occupied by their foes. The mercenary was strangely quiet as he observed the land. "Have you been here before, Jurifax?" asked one of the tribesmen who had hired him. "I was born a horseman just like you. My mother sold me when I was just a babe. I have always wondered how my life might have been different had I not been parted way. I might never have been a mercenary. There are many things that decide our fate, said the witch. It is madness to try to see how you might have taken this turn on that or that in the world. There are none exactly like yourself, so it is foolish to compare. But there is one, said Turefax, look into the stars. My master, before he set me free, said that my mother had twin sons when I was born. She could only afford to raise but one child, but somewhere out there is a man just like me. My brother. I hope to meet him. The witch saw the spirits before her and knew the truth that the twins had met already. She remained silent and stared into the fire, banishing the thought from her head. Too wise to tell all. And that is the story. Except passively, I suppose. Don't do what he did. Yeah. God, can you imagine battling for an hour and a half? And then, yes, indeed, twins rather than clones, though. And yeah, it wasn't a bad old tale, I would say. It wasn't a bad old tale. It was not a bad tale at all. Okay, what to do then? Well, I guess I'm gonna go to the Mages Guild and see if the mage there, who I last time, well not last time, but at one point I delivered the mage in Aldrun the book. The book that I'm actually even searching for now. So I'm just thinking maybe she would have some sort of a... Actually, maybe I should have even asked from the bookseller if he has any idea if I could find those books where. But I'll come and visit this person first. But yeah, actually that's not a bad idea to go and try to ask from those people. For sure, the booksellers I mean, specifically. Where were you? Dragon Progue. I definitely don't remember that we saw that before here. But Edwina Elbert, hello. Did you get the excavation report from Schulechting? Yes, I actually have a report. Did you get? I think so. Thank you, Fele Saretti. This report will be helpful, I'm sure. Well, do I have advancements in Mages Guild? Requirements. You have not completed enough duties. Well, Cyril Lone in the Mages Guild in Vivek has somehow required a copy of Shirmar Medium. Oh, has she? Unintentional quest turning. Well, I did remember that I needed to also get this one quest for her because we happened to just go into that place where this thing was. So, you have a copy of Shima video. Will you let me borrow the book? I don't think I have that book. Or do I? Maybe I do. Well, I'll think about giving it to you later, but I'll gonna check if I have it. I need to read it if I do. Sure, I got an excavation report. Yeah. Obviously. So, Chronicles of Snuleft has been invaluable in my research. Yes, unfortunately. Kind of, because I need it again. Well, I'll have a look. Did I have that book that she's talking about, or did I not? I have a lot of books, so I might have it. I do actually have it. Have I read it? I think I have, but I'm not sure anymore. It's sometimes Shimmer Ancient Tales of the Tremor Part 6. After many battles. Yeah, I don't think that I need to read this. I guess I don't need this for something else. Barbarians first meet. This is on their raids. Yeah, this was the, like, Trojan horse type of story, I think. With the interesting mechanic thing that they had created. A tremor child of 8 can create a golem, he explained, but only a truly great warrior and armorer can pretend to be one. And yes, it had pretended to be a golem when it actually wasn't. Got everything in the backpack, pretty much. Close to it anyways. I guess we can give it. I like that book, but... Well, if she really wants to get it, I guess we can give it. Fine, we have read it at least. Thank you, Felicity. I will return the book to you soon. But in the meantime, I have more duties for you. What sort of duties? I have been distracted from my studies by several from Margan. Apparently there is some sort of disturbance at Hulan's hut. Oh? What sort of a disturbance? Since Hulan is a member of the guild, we really ought to do something about the disturbance. I simply haven't had time to do it myself. My research is at an absolutely critical pace. Would you go to Margan and take a look for me? I guess I may. Excellent, Ferenzaretti. Go to Margan. I'm sure someone can there give you future directions. Take care of this for me, so I can continue my studies in peace. More duties. Well, Margan. How close was Margan? Margan. Margan was there. I was thinking it's relatively close by, but I wasn't quite sure where it was. Well, I'm gonna go back to the bookshop and ask if he has any idea where to find those specific books, though. Because I suddenly realized that I might have as well gone and actually asked that question before going anywhere else. And I guess I could try to go into the Margon just because I happened to receive a quest like that, so... From here. For good or for bad. But yes, maybe. In this accursed city. Bookseller, I actually had some questions for you. Maybe we heard the latest rumor come to Altruum. I don't know. What's the latest rumors? It feels like everyone's working too hard, trying to live that good life. Seems like everyone I talk to is always tired, just not getting enough sleep. That's kind of weird. Why aren't they getting enough sleep? That's my question. Yes, about Fire and Fate. Do you have any idea where I could find this book? I think Dorissa Darwell in Palmora has a copy of this book. Perfect. Perfect. Thank you so much. I very much appreciate knowing this. What about Chronicles of Left? It's a very rare book, but you might find a copy in Vivek. Well, I bought once from Vivek. I doubt I'm gonna find another copy from Vivek. It's kind of the problem. What was the last book that I was looking for? This one, On the Seeds of Trumor Law. Ethos Evos was studying that book in the hopes of passing the Imperial exams and moving to Surantil. Perhaps it could make you a copy. Vivek, that's the easy answer for sure. Who is Ethos Evos? He's one of my best customers and good friend. He's the Seneschal of Arabar Manor. In Arabar Manor, you'll find the manor on the Scar. That's a giant shell on the north side of Town Outlander. Okay. Arabar Manor. In Ethos Evos. Okay, let's go and try to find Ethos Evos. Think outside of the box, man. Well, not all of the answers lie in that place, though. Certainly. So, manor. Where would be the right manor? Saretti Manor. Council. Enchanter. Moraktong. Venim. Let's see. Ramoran. Saretti? Was it one of those? Now I'm completely like, was it one of those hats or wasn't it? I'm almost thinking, maybe I should go and actually look into it again. Was it even one of these manors or was it not? How do I even get to these manors again? I've been here so rarely that I'm completely lost in this place, to be honest. Quite often anyways. Does Felin have a manor here? No, we do not have a manor here. Don't be silly. It's not like I'm gonna be becoming a Redoran member. I'm in Telvanni. Venim Manor. I don't think that's the correct place. Venim Manor. But yes, probably might have a manor here. Or I don't actually know how things would work if we would be in Redoran. Hey, Arabar, I think that was the place. Isn't there a Sarati Manor of some sense? No, this is Redoran. You remember that there was 3 different houses that we could join. It's the Redoran, which is in here, or the Telvanni, where we are, or Lalu, which would be in Balmora and etc. So, no, not here. Don't be silly. Hey, Etosevos, you are exactly the man that I've been looking for. Hello. Fele Sarati, false, incarnate, agent of the Emperor, outlaw, unbeliever. House Redoran knows how to deal with outlanders like you. Well, that's kind of rude. That's a little bit rude. I'm just looking for a book, you know, about the ancestors of the Tumor Law. Some words should be shared only by friends. Well, how could I convince you that I'm a very friendly person? Bribe? Your manner is offensive, Dark Elf. I must object. 1,000? Very well, Sarati. I'll see what can be done. A sentence? Yay! I have a copy I will sell to you for 300 trakes. Much less than the book is actually worth. I agree, here's 300 trakes. Sure, I gave you already like 1,300 to be honest, but yeah, I'll give you 300 more to be able to get the book that I need. Here, if there's anything else I can do for you, let me know. Goodbye, sir.
What was that?
Even though you were extremely rude to me, but there, you have the money. Now you're not that rude anymore because you have money. You're happy when you have money. Sure, I saw Sarati Manor on. Oh yeah, in that sense, yes, it's a Sarati Manor, but it's not our manor, even if it is Sarati Manor, yes. It would be sweet if it would be actually Fele Sarati's manor, but it's just some other Sarati. It's not like the surname is only for Fele Sarati. There's others with Sarati surname, like is very clearly the case here. Well, I guess we can visit the Sarati Manor and imagine that we own the place, even though we don't, but you know. Sarati Manor. We can imagine being the lord of this place. We share the same surname. So certainly this is my place now. Not yours, Artun Sarati, at all. Nope, not yours. Indomesiar Sarati. A lot of Sarati here. Maybe I should have belonged into the Redoran before. I'm Atun Sarati, a council of House Redoran. What can I do for you? If you want to join House Redoran, speak with Neminto in the Redoran Council Hall. Have you not been there and claimed to be a long-lost cousin? Apparently we haven't. Well, I never knew that there were other Sarati in here, but we probably are a long-lost cousin, but I don't think they really care now anymore, so I think it's a little bit too late. Oh shit, you're really not the only Sarati. Yup, that truly is the case. We are certainly not the only Sarati. There's other Sarati here, or I guess long-lost family members in all reality. A statue. Why can't I talk to you about an ass statue? These ass statues trouble me, but they are not your concern. Fine. Redoran Councillors. Currently, the Redoran Councillors are myself, Atun Sarati, the Arts Master, Bolvin Venim, Gari Salerti, Hlaren Ramoran, Blara Morrowind, and Minera Arabara. They are from Altrun, yes. Please take this copy of the right book. Fine. So, what would it take for me to become a Redoran Hortator, I wonder? But I think we're gonna be looking into that later. Let's just have a quick peek into this place. But yeah, we are not gonna be becoming and talking to them about being a Hortator now. We are in a quest to go further in our Telvanni career, first and foremost. Hey, that door is locked. Maybe I will try to go and get into that place at some point. But this place doesn't look that bad. Not shabby. I didn't know that Sarati line run in this sort of a place, but it looks like a sweet place. They seem to have very good clothing, these two, this pair here. And all, after all. So, that's interesting. I definitely did not know that. Sarati will remember there's others with his name. There has to be a connection. But I think it's a little bit late to go and try to find more about that connection. Find more about. Is Velen conflicted about his ancestral line? I think he is a little bit now. But we have the bad experiences about Altrun too, so that does kind of be a little bit on our mind too, after all. Yes, a little bit. As such, it's not like we have actually ever met these people or have anything to do with these. We had just a name. Had given this name when we were not in Morrowind land and then we were sent here, but it is probable that we have some certain family relation to those guys for sure. That is true. Quite true. Well, at least I've got one of the books that we need, and the one book should be easy enough to get, and probably go to the ruins of, what was the place? Yes, Ruins of Snuleft, and try to find the one more. Character conflict, character development. Yes, very much so. But Telvanni is the house that we have committed ourselves to. If we would have noticed this before, maybe I would have actually decided to go into Redoran and tried to nonetheless work through into that direction, but we will need to come back and work to get the counselors' words for us to be also the house Redoran Hortator nonetheless in the future. And I think where we are gonna be starting from that point is definitely from the Sarati Manor. Definitely. I think that they are the first people that Belen Sarati now feels that he has to get to his side when he returns, but that will be a little bit later nonetheless, not immediately in this place. Yes. Margan, actually. There was that one little thing that the mage was asking us to go and solve. Wonder what the name of that place was again. Doris the Darmal, yes. Hulen's hut in Margan. And I'm in Margan, so I would need to find somewhere Hulen's hut. Hulen's hut. There's a lot of huts, but I don't see Hulen's hut. Huh? It's not like I've explored the full place, so I guess it has to be somewhere around here. I'm not quite sure where though. Well, we'll go and try to investigate. Maybe I can ask from a guard. Where is Helena? In here somewhere. Guard, stop. Helene's hut. Could you direct me into the right direction, please? Okay, it's outside the town walls to the southeast near the shrine. So it is near the shrine. That is kind of a good thing to know that it's supposed to be near the shrine. So let's go to the shrine first and try to find where would this Hulen's hut be. It's nice at least that this is small enough of a place that all of the guards know easily where everything is. So I can actually easily ask that, hey, would you guys know where this place would be? Would happen to be? This is just a guard tower, I'm very sure, but these are all guard towers. Yes. But it was supposed to be a little bit closer. Was it south? Oh, I could actually do a note. South something, so it should be somewhere around there. Can I get outside from here is the only question, but I can't really. So I would actually have to go outside first and then go into there. Unless I would go and actually try to fly into there with the levitation, but I don't want to waste my spell points at the moment for that. Directions given is 74% of roleplay immersion. Direction receiving rather. Yes, definitely. And that would be ruined if we had a quest arrow after all, wouldn't you agree? Quest arrow would quite ruin as a possibility of actually going and asking where is this thing. That's the bad thing about quest arrows. Hey, there's definitely a hut there. So I think that is exactly the place we were looking for. Whatever is actually going in there, but you know, we'll figure out when we get there. We'll go and figure it out. I should be casting some more spells. I could use the sheep fire blast, I guess, when I get inside there, maybe. Morgan, Hulen's hut. I was thinking that this should be the location. Let's just wait at least 1 hour so we don't have so low like fatigue and do a quick save, because the game after all did crash already previously. Quest arrows know everything, yes, and that's kind of the problem, isn't it? Hello, scam. Have some fire. And then a sword. Scamp inside a Hulen's hut. The place does look like a mess though, I would say. And a member of the Mages Guild she was. So that's quite interesting. I love you, magic arrow. Direct me. Yes. I'm not sure that's a good thing if you rely so much into the magical quest arrow chest. Nope. Nothing in the chest. Hey, there's a book. The Doors of the Spirit. Yes. I think I've read it, so... Waiting door, yes. I'm very sure I've read it. Very sure. Desk. Nothing in the desk. Nothing there. Good, I guess. Safe. Maybe it could direct me to invest my monies wisely. Well, maybe. I think that would be the better way for it to work than just directing you everywhere where you're trying to go. Instead of buying games on sale that I don't play. Why do you buy so many games? Of course, that is something that I could also be asking myself, but I'm asking you because I can. So why do you buy so many games that you do not play, Jim Jim? You can answer for me too, while you're at it. You don't know. Aw. That's a tough one. It is. I kinda know that it is. But isn't it that kind of partially the reason that it needs to be asked? That question. I don't have a magic arrow, evidently. Hey, you've just locked yourself into here. Listian Peerless. You're not Hulene though. So why is a naked man named Listian Peerless here? Explain yourself, Listius. Listian. Is the scam really gone? Thank you, whoever you are. This is all my fault. What all is your fault? Thanks for killing the scamp, Valenzaretti. Scamp? At first, he did everything I told him, but he tricked me. He wasn't really under my control. Then he started tearing the place up, and he took all my clothes, and I locked myself in this closet, and it's been just horrible. I don't want to be a sorcerer anymore. I won't ever summon another Daedra as long as I live. Poor you. You're alright, buddy. Seems a little naked there. Wait. But yeah, okay, well, you are the sorcerer, even though you are not Hulene, or at least named a Hulene, but, well, sorcerer's career gone wrong. Another Tinder date gone wrong. That's a possibility too, yes. Yes, very, very much. Well, goodbye, Listius Peerless, then, I'm glad I was able to help, I guess. Let's just go on and go on our way then again, back to Aldru, and go and say that we did this mission and everything for her, and after that, well, we'll see. You little scamp, you. Where? Where? Huh? I don't know. Maybe it someday will arrive and actually attack me, or maybe it will not. Gotta stop swiping right on scams, or whichever is the scam selection way. Maybe that might be the best. Hey. Well, I guess I found who is trying to attack me. I think he was kind of stuck on the Seal Strider though. Oh, come on. Hit. 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 I'm so bad at blunt weapons still. Takes so long to try to hit something. Red around guard, why are you here on my way? It's just silly. He truly was certainly chilling around here. Okay, let's go back to Alt Rune. City guard, what do you think is going on there? That's a good question. Why do the cliff racers just want to attack me and not you? That one, Veran, is. Do you have an answer to that? Didn't think so. Didn't think you had an answer to that. Or a city guard. Whoever it would be, why do they attack me but not you? Finish exclusion zone, dude. Yes, but I was thinking that there's no sense for me to say it to him again. It's not like he's listening to me after all, or was he? Jim, he wasn't listening to me, so no point me just trying to say it over again and again and again. That, yes, it's way too close. What did you find at Yulen's hut? Was it worth all these intolerable interruptions? Yulen's hut was having a scamp problem. So Yulen's apprentice summoned a scamp? Is that all? I can't believe I was distracted from my studies for something so trivial. Speaking of which, I discovered these scrolls during my research. You may find them useful. Well, thank you for the 2 scrolls of the Fifth Barrier. Not sure what they do, but thank you. So... duties. Yes, Felins, already I have finished my study at the Sirma Vidiun. Oh, hey, that's nice. Can I get it back? Can you believe this isn't about a tumor construct at all? This book was completely useless. In any case, I need you to return the book before Cyrillon suspects anything. Return the book to wherever you found it. Can I just keep it for myself? Because I don't even remember where I've gotten it. Does that work for you? I'm pretty sure I never took it from her, after all, so... yeah. I'm pretty sure I've never taken it from her. Pretty sure. So, any other duties? But... I haven't... I'm pretty sure I never took that book from there. Pretty sure I didn't. I just happened to have the book, Edwina elaborated. Oh well, fine. I don't know what you want me to do exactly, but fine. Too close. Need to go to Finland, see what it's really like. Mostly just stabbing knives and snow in my mind at the moment. Yeah, and by knives I mean knives. I can English. You can English a lot. That sums it up pretty well. Yes. Ooh, unobtainable quests. It actually snowed a little today. Just put it back where you didn't take it from. Yeah, it's like What about advancements? Ooh, lovely. Congratulations, you are now Felicity of the Magician. Strive ever forward. Yay. Advancement in magic skill does not occur by magic. Pay more attention to your duties and make sure you understand our requirements. Yes, I was thinking it probably don't even have enough a requirement anymore. It was beautiful in Netherlands today. That is good. Top shelf weather. That is nice to hear. I wasn't prepared, so it got a bit cold once I get back home. Snowed a little today. It definitely is. Well, it's again a little bit colder weather after all. You'd think the one place advancement would occur by magic would be the Mage's Guild. Yes, I guess it would, but apparently no. Apparently no. Summer is coming, slowly but surely, yes. Old Finn is saying. Yes, certainly. Slowly but surely it's coming. Someday. Someday. So, next rank Warlock. Intelligence and Willpower 32. I would need to have one skill at 60 and need 2 skills at 20. So, did I even have any skill at 60 yet? No, Destruction is 59, so not quite. And then I would need 2 at 20, so Alteration is definitely at 20. But do I have Alchemist is also in 20, I'm pretty sure, so that works. Yeah, Alchemist 40. So just Destruction would need to be increased by 1, and then I would have enough of it, though. More Destruction, more, yes, quite. But otherwise, that's pretty close by. Would you take me to Balmora? Thank you. I have business to attend in Balmora. Thank you for a swift travel. Fine, I'll clean up when no one else does. I don't want that item, by the way. I just wanted to dispose of that stupid body. You can keep the weird thing he was using. I just thought that I should clean up this mage's guild so that it wouldn't contain a body in the floor. Or well, I don't know if it was a real body or just an imaginary body or why no one else reacts to the fact that there's an ass zombie in the guild, but... oh, thank you, Jim. 100 well, bits. More destruction, all those bodies, very much so. All the bodies in the world. Is the bookseller still open? Begging for destruction. Yes. Oh, hello. How can I serve you? Well, I would like to see if you happen to have the... Was it the Fate and Fire or some such name, the book? Hey, you have Chronicle Schnuleft. I don't even need to go to the ruins of Schnuleft to get that book now, because you happen to have it. I'm just not sure I can see the other book that I was trying to look for, so I gotta be asking about that. Well, at least I got one more book, the ones that I didn't even assume to be getting from here, but I'm glad I did. The Old Ways, I'm pretty sure I've never read that either. Sure, I'm just buying books. The Four Suitors of Penita. I think we read that one. Blue Book of Riddles, Palladia's Fake Book. It could also be that I had already bought that book once from here and read it, and then I've left it somewhere else, which would suck. The Wraith's Wedding Dowry. The Vampires of Wadenfell. Did I already have the number 1 of Vampires of Wadenfell? I think I might have had. I'm not sure anymore. I have too many books. I'm not able to keep track what I have and what I don't have. Vampires. I have some of the Wolf Queen. I don't think that I even have any vampires at the moment, which is fine, I guess. Fine. 206? Good. Okay. All those bodies picking for destruction. 100 bitches, not bad. Throwing pennies or arrow cents, I guess. Did the magic arrow tell you to donate bits? It did. Okay, well, now I know. I never deserved any of those bits. You just had to do it because of the quest arrow. I understand.
I'm waiting.
You're getting more of your Twitch following up and some sauce, I guess, because of that Twitch follower experience up because doing that quest. Okay. Support Kire on here, a Morrowind quest, it said. I think it might be in cahoots with Kire. Yeah, I kind of do have to say so. I'm not sure though if I then actually deserve those 100 bits though, in the case if like just a quest arrow made you do it. It's like I didn't actually deserve it myself, just a quest arrow pointing in my ways. Does make me feel worse about that. Have you had my magic arrow? Well, thank you. Deserve it. I deserve it. You deserve it, Gita. Well, thank you. But yeah, you know what I mean, I'm sure. So, I was going to be asking from you about Fire and Fate. I may have a copy of Schnunak's Fire and Fate. Let me check. Okay, Schnunak's. Fire and Fate. So isn't it not Fire and Fate? It's Nurax's Fire and Fate. So it's kind of the wrong name. Let you check. When are you done with checking? If you happen to have that or not. Schnunax. Ooh, Fire and Fate. There it is. Thank you. I'm very glad to do business with you. I already got everything that I really needed. Game of Tomes, it's all you. it's tell you. I'm over encumbered by all the tomes that I carry. What to do? What do I need to do about this factor that I'm over encumbered by all the tomes that I have now? That's kind of the problem, I guess. The Full Queen books, the Stranger, the Madness of Pelagius. I guess I could sell the mirror back. Your Hungarian colleague is a qualified librarian. He'd kick ass at Morrowind, I reckon. I guess he probably would. For sure. Okay, let's see. What could I do? What could I make? Restore personality or fetter? Sure, let's see. Do we find any fetter or restore personality? So we could do some potions which we can even drop if I wish. Restore magic, personality. Not that. Burden. Burden isn't correct one though. Restore fetter. That's at least one of the things that I need for this. Even though I use rupees for it, but I guess I'll do that. Try to increase our skills a little bit. Okay, what about then restore personality? Can I find anything with restore personality? Fatigue. Restore health. Fortifies. A lot of fortifies of different kinds. I don't think there's anything like that. So, restore personality. I could do with the regular supply of those. Me too. That's great. I'll try to see if I can make you guys some potions of restore personality. I think that'll be good. You rocked the didgeridoo for one, and you're an artist. How much personality do you need? Well, can anyone have ever enough personality, though? Can someone have too much personality? It's my questions. Can there be too much personality? Is there such a thing like too much personality? Invisibility with the diamond. I guess we'll use them. Ooh, invisible potions. Hey, my skill actually improved. So restore intelligence, was it? Yes, intelligence. What about restore intelligence? Would you guys use that? Might be okay with the whiskey using, or whiskey drinking, I guess. So let's see. Restore intelligence. Is there such a thing? Train intelligence was there. That's not what I'm looking for. Well, I must have thought of personality as something that will have interactions with people. You mean charisma? Hell, I'll have everything. Everything. Just everything. Just give me all. Is your answer to that? So all the potions, even those which train things. There is, after all, potions that train things too. Like train strength or train fatigue or train intelligence or personality. So that's the one, mate. You do fine typing. You're quite the witty fellow. Yes, definitely. Both of you are. And just pretend you're typing at people. At people. At people. It's just like thinking about at people. Well, aren't we people in here? What's... I guess I'm not a person, according to Jim. When you type there. I don't know who you are typing to then, though. I don't know. Questions that I'm now questioning myself and my life. I mean, in real life, more or less. Wait. Wait. Restore strength and fortify magic. Restore strength, fortify magic. Restore strength or fortify magic. I mean, I assume you're all real people in real life. Yeah, I could assume so, but I'm just starting to question things when you're saying like pretend you're typing at people. Aside, shut up, paranoia, I got this. Okay, was it restore strength and fortify strength? I think so. Restore strength and train luck. I'm not sure that's the best way to do it then, though. Restore. Fortify strength, it wasn't the thing. It was restore strength and fortify magica. One or the other. They're all really beautiful people. Yes, everyone is a beautiful person. I'm an AI built to play teacher. That's ludicrous. It is, especially when you even drink whiskey. What sort of a AI would be saying that it's by the way a time for my whiskey, unless you just it's a code word for something completely different, like a battery choice or something. I don't know, but just saying, if you drink whiskey, then yeah. Quickly Googles. Oh, I was wrong. There's no AI that can play the didgeridoo. You're thinking of it differently. There's no AI that could play it. Probably there could be. At least if someone wanted to make something like that happen. Cure, paralyzations. What about Magica? Was that one of the things? Yes. Just create. And then restore strength, if I might find something like that, maybe some beautiful day. Restore fatigue. Nah, don't really find anything. The only thing I drink is 1s and 0s. Totally. Sweet binary. There's nothing like it, I know, right? Well, if you just drink binary numbers, then that's a different thing. But then you're just saying it for me to understand it differently with the whiskey and so on. Restore fatigue and paralyze. Restore fatigue or paralyze. I'm sure there was something else that had a paralyze effect in it. Though I'm not sure if paralyze is very good as a potion. Like how you can't really force someone else to drink it, you are drinking it. So it was then restore fatigue. Fatigue of the restoration. Well, at least I'm getting some of these things actually done. Scuttle. Hey. All of those just use. Restore fatigue, 45 fatigue. Do I have both of them somewhere? Do I only have one of them somewhere? Restore fatigue. Guess. We can do even more restore potions for the fun of it. At least I'm using them of the ingredients, so it's not that bad. Actually using them, actually trying to get our skills up a little bit. Isn't that great? But in all seriousness, didgeridoo is a hell of an enjoyable instrument to play. That makes me so happy. I'm glad that you are enjoying playing it for sure. It's definitely a good thing then that you have it and can enjoy it and everything. I did think that I would have to have too much faith because I'm even making so many potions and everything. Maybe I'll go and sell these potions to Achira, but I still have to drop something, whatever that something would be, or sell some book. But it's just a question of what book shall I sell? Well, at least I have quite a selection of books to choose from. I guess I should really do these Vivek ceremonies. Did I read all of the Vivek ceremonies? Okay, sure. Let's go and have a look. Did I learn from all of these Vivek ceremonies already? The thing that it had? That I have learned. Ceremony 12 I hadn't learned, so let's read this quickly and then sell all of these stupid ceremonies of Vivek and all. It's amazing that I can come from literally half a world away and meet people that play an indigenous instrument or use uniquely Australian phrases like "no worries." Is it uniquely Australian? It's Australian. I looked it up on Wikipedia. That's weird to me. I use it, but I never really heard it from Australian context, so it just comes naturally to me. I don't know if I've learned or heard it specifically in a lot of places. It's just natural for me. So I've never heard it in a specifically Australian context personally, but no worries, mate, I guess. Mind blown though. And both are from Finland after all. Tajunta playing the didgeridoo and then me saying no worries quite a lot, to be honest, so I don't know. I don't know, maybe there's some weird connection. Apparently it's reverse propagated to British through Australian soap operas. Maybe. That could be. I've heard it somewhere, sure, but not specifically an Australian context personally, so why would Wikipedia lie? I'm sure that's the truth, but I'm just saying I haven't known it's somehow connected to Australia. Just that's all. Chim chim, that's all. But okay. The 36 Lessons of Vivek, Ceremony 12. As the Hortator pondered the first lesson of ruling kings, Vivek wandered into the morning hold and found that Am was with a pair of lovers. Seth had divided himself again. Vivek then left through into their likenesses to observe. But he gained no secrets that he did not already know. He left a few of his own behind to make the journey worthwhile. Into their likeness to observe. Then Vivek left the capital of Velot and wandered far into the ash. He found a span of badlands to practice his giant form. He made of his feet a less dense material than the divine to keep from falling waist deep into the earth. At this point, the first corner of the House of Troubles, the Prince Molak Bal, made his presence known. Vivek looked on the King of Rape and said, "How very beautiful you are that you do not join us." And Molak Bal crushed the warrior poet's feet, which were not invulnerable, and had legions cleave them off. Mighty fires from the beginning place were brought like nets to hold Vivek, and he led them. I would prefer, he said, some kind of ceremony if we are to be married. And the legions that took the feet were summoned again and ordered to begin a banquet. Pomegranates sprang from the badlands and tents were raised. A throng of Veloti mystics came, reading the passages of the severed feet on the ground and weeping until the scriptures were wet. "We must love each other briefly," Vivek said. "If at all, I am needed to counsel the Hortator in more important matters because the Twumeri high priests stir up trouble. You may have my head for an hour." Molak Bal rose up and extended 6 arms to show his sword. They were decorated in runes of seduction and its reverse. They were decorated in the annotated calendars of longer worlds. When he spoke, mating monsters fell out. "Where must it go?" he said. "I told you," Vivek said, "I am meant to be the teacher of the King of the Earth. A Aldadun Kartot Bud Home." With these magic words, the King of Rape added another shim, which is the secret syllable of royalty. Vivek had what he needed from the Tetrot and so married him that day. In the hour that Baal had his head, the king of rape asked for proof of love. Vivek spoke 2 poems to show him sus, but only the first is known. I'm not sure just how much glass it took to make your hair twice as much. I am sure, as the oceans have to share. Hell, my sweet, is a fiction written by those who tell the truth. My mouth is skilled at lying, and its alibi a toot. The sons and daughters of Vivek and Molak Baal number in the thousands. The name of the mightiest is a string of power. Gulgamor Yilgied I whom. The ending of the words is Amsvi. Okay, well, that was so weird, but okay. Americans apparently say no problem more than no worries. I say no problem probably way more than no problem. No worries more than no problems. A little bit of... I do say both, but no worries more. Yeah, true. I say this because I was catching the train home the other day and this Dutch woman was constantly intercepting her Dutch with no worries and it sounded so weird. Probably in that sort of case, yes. I dare to say. Outer is drunk. King of brave. Yeah, just ramming words together. Gotta fill the pages somehow. We had a deadline. I guess so. But I don't know. Vivek is a strange character and definitely these sermons, lessons of Vivek are very strange things sometimes. They are like, what? What did I just read is pretty much the situation that, or the feeling that you have after you read a sermon. One of the sermons of Vivek. Or Lessons of Vivek, Sermon 12 in this case. I don't see what raid it is because saying jos raidi on loukkaava, moderoi satin asetuksia, and then it's on the way, so I can't see at the moment who is raiding me, but thanks for the raid. I don't know why Twitch has to be asking me if it is bad. Okay, Punch Magic. Send a raid. Thank you very much. That's very kind of you. Thanks for the raid. Okay. Did I read this one? Yes. I had a look into that one. A raid. Yeah, what's up? What's up to yourself? Thank you for the raid. Punch Magic and Satanic Spawns and everyone. Whoever comes from there. Into here. Hey, yes, AAs. Okay, sell, and a sell. There you go. Maybe I can actually move again. And hello to everyone. Unmorality and everyone. Okay, I was planning to then go back to the place where I can actually go and get the books to the person that wanted them, yes. Until I maybe will be reading some more of the books. But yes, welcome to the stream. I hope you enjoy some Morrowind. Yes, very, very hurtful raids. That's so extremely hurtful as sus. The concept of a raid is as sus hurtful if you think about raids in the historical context and all of that, but still, of course, in the context of a Twitch, it's not exactly the case after all. So, is it jarring to arrive in Morrowind? That's a good question, especially from the pier. Would it be very strange to be arriving into Morrowind? I don't know. Let's see. Is there something good that I want to be? Ah, you were actually also streaming Morrowind. That's cool then. How far are you in Morrowind? And what else was I going to be saying and asking? Yes, how much have you played Morrowind? I haven't actually played this story completely through ever yet, so it's something that I'm working on, slowly but surely. I'm just trying to then go and sell some of the stuff, because I have way too much stuff. Restore fatigues, sure. That's at least something. So, let's travel back to Aldrune. Just finished the puzzle box quest. Ah, you're pretty early on in the game then. Ah, your second playthrough. I think Morrowind might be a bit jarring if you were coming from, say, Fortnite. Yeah, that could be, of course, the case. If you were playing some very different type of a game and then came to Morrowind, then mayhap, yes. But Morrowind is a great game, of course, for sure. It's a great old game.
What do you want?
Very much. So, have you played it then when you've been younger as well already, Morrowind? Or have you played Morrowind only then lately? Definitely. Yeah, definitely that would be the case. Okay, let's see. Let's equip the torch so that I can actually see something in this darkness.
We make a special treat.
But I always love those rumor ruins, so those are always excellent places. Excellent troll. Very much. Very excellent trolls. Would be. Okay. Take me to Knisis, thank you. Very much appreciated. Have you been in the Telvanni house? I'm basically doing a quest for the Telvanni houses at the moment so that I can go forward and try to actually get my own house and everything. You're doing a first playthrough on Morrowind as well, Satanic Sponge. Well, I hope you have fun. I don't know how far you are then. Fortnite kids ain't prepared for Morrowind. Maybe, maybe not. I've played it a bit before, but never finished it. Yeah, I've played it a lot, but I usually am one of those type of persons who easily goes and, okay, I'm gonna change something, I'm gonna start again. And then I've played the start way more times than I've ever actually finished the game. So it's kind of silly, but the stream is in a sense great way now to actually finish the game myself someday. So it's good in that sense too. So many that have never finished the game. You have never you haven't done any of the houses, planning on doing more this playthrough. Alrighty. I'm going into the as such all the houses are good to do because like you can only join one house per playthrough. So I've actually never done the Redoran or Hlalu house myself properly. I've only been future on the Telvanni house myself, and that's where I am also at the moment. You have shut obligations now. Must finish for us all. Yeah, kinda. In my opinion, Morrowind story is the best of all Elder Scrolls games. Yes, I would agree on that. Though, of course, it's not like I know all of the story when I haven't played quite that far. How far am I exactly in the story? Well, I got this thing. So, pretty much at that point of the story. But there is a lot of things to do in Morrowind, but yeah, as said, I haven't really played Oblivion or Skyrim. I'm not that much into those two games, to be honest, anyways. It's, well, they had so many things that this game didn't. Well, thanks for the follow, Punch Magic. But, yeah, Morrowind has so many things that Oblivion didn't anymore. That, yeah. Got this sweet belt? No, it's a ring. Don't be silly, it's a ring. Not a belt. Jim. It's a moon and star ring. How do you not remember that? We got a ring. But yes, there's so many things that Oblivion was missing. Like, for example, just having, especially in Skyrim, of course, the easy dungeons where you can easily always get to the exit without ever actually needing to go there or some such is one of the problems, for example, that I had a problem. Whatever, it's a waste ring. Whatever, Jim. Yeah, totally the same thing, 100%. Anyways, Paladas, Telvanni. Actually, if I want to give those books to him, I don't know if you guys have ever read the books, but I'm trying to be reading most of the books this time around, because I've never read all of them either. Yeah, waste ring. Very wasteful ring, for sure at least. So I've been trying to read all of these books, so that I actually know what they say. At least some of them are very short, some are great stories, some less great, but I like to read them all, so... And yes, it is much reading. Sometimes How long was it that I read The Real Barensia at one point? I think I read The Real Barensia story through, and it was something like 4 hours at least. Game of Thrones. Yeah. Trademarked. Yes. But The Real Barensia was a good story, but it's really a lot of reading when you read it all the way through the full story once. So I read it for hours in here in the stream, but hey, it was fun nonetheless, as long as others can enjoy it too, hopefully. But the Antecedents of the Tumor Law. This book is a historical account of the developments of the Tumor Law and custom from its roots in High Elven culture. In short, so far as I am able to trace the order of development in the customs of the Bosmeri tribes, I believe it to have been in all ways comparable to the growth of the Altmeri law. The earlier liability for slaves and animals was mainly confined to surrender, which, as in Somerset Isles, later became compensation. She doesn't bullshit though, she reads every single book. Yeah, I have fun with it though. Not that I can remember the spelling. Oh man, that's a dedication I can barely read. Well, hey. Then you can see some books in the stream here if you come and join. Sometimes when I do readings. And what does this matter for a study of our laws today? So far as concerns the influence of the Altmeri law upon our own, especially the Altmeri law of master and servant, the evidence of it is to be found in every judgment which has been recorded for the last 500 years. It has been stated already that we still repeat the reasoning of the Altmeri magistrates, empty as it is, to the present day, and I will quickly show how Altmeri custom can be followed into the courts of the Tumor. In the law of the Gardener Watch, BD 1180, it is said if one who is owned by another slays one who owns himself, the owner must pay the associates 3 fine instruments and the body of the one who is owned. Quite a bit of laws here. There are many other similar citations, and the same principle is extended even to the case of a centurion by which a man is killed. Felons are at conqueror to dwarf and tombs and book connoisseur. Yes, book connoisseur is actually a very good statement, Jim. If, at the common workbench, one is slain by a animunculi, the associates of the slain may dissemble the animunculi and take its part within 30 days. It is instructive to compare what Tark has mentioned concerning the root beast of the Temar forest. If a marsh cat was killed by an Argonian, his family were in disgrace till they retaliated by killing the Argonian, or another like it. But further, if a marsh cat was killed by a fall from a tree, his relatives would take their revenge by toppling the tree and shattering its branches and casting them to every part of the forest. Intriguing. One could be thinking that a little bit like a law of an eye for an eye sort of thing. So which were the other books? It was with the N, right? Letter. Yes, Shunak's Fire and Fate. So, this book is translated account of Shunak's travels among the warriors colonies of the Tumor, explaining the theories of Gakrenak. Damn it, Gide. What? What, damn it? Get into the property game. Property game? I made inquiry as to the state of enlightenment among the people he spoke for. He answered that with respect to the theories of Gakrenak, there was but one scholar near who could guide the people through the maze that leads to a true misunderstanding. So we can at least have book self. Yeah, soon we will. He informed me, however, that in Keraka the precepts of Gakrenak were taught. He said that nothing pleased him more than to see the Tumor of Keraka, the most learned people in the world, studying Gakrenak's words and giving consideration to their place in the life to come, and where neither planar division nor the numerations of amnesia nor any other thing of utility was more valued than the understanding of the self and its relationship to the heart. I was gracious enough to receive this as a high compliment, and removing my helm, I thanked him and departed with an infinity of bows. Alrighty, and the last book we had already read, because I got it already previously too. So, we can give the books to this guy. Hello, Paladas Telvanni. Have you found the copy? Yes. Have you found? Yes, here it is. This is one of the 3 books I was looking for. Speak with me again when you have delivered all 3. Well, I have this thing too, yes. Here it is. Good, this is one of the 3 books I was looking for. Yes. Well, you wanted this too, right? Yes, here it is. Good, I will not forget this Velociraptor. As you have brought me all through these 3 books, if I can actually read properly, please accept these trinkets of mine. I no longer have any use for them. Ondusi key has been added to your inventory. Amulet of Admonition has been added to your inventory. Second barrier pelt has been added to your inventory, and sure feet has been added to your inventory. Alrighty, if you say so. So would you be joining the council now, please? You have brought me the books that I desired, and so I will consider young Arian's offer. I will join the council at least for the next century or 2, and sponsor a mount to send to Satrit Mora. Thank you, kindly. Appreciate it. So, Kira loot. Yes, I guess I would need to look what we actually got. It was quite a few things. That's such a bad ring. I should really be throwing it away. I have too much stuff. Paralyzed. Yeah. It's okay stuff. Not really that special, I wouldn't say though. But okay, let's go back to the Telvanni. Actually, why am I moving anywhere when we can just recall ourselves? So much easier and faster as well.
But not unwelcome.
Yes,
Please
it's
go
so
ahead.
unexpected. I'm a mage, you know. You guys are mages too. So you should understand how the spell works. So, not so unexpected. Now it's just a question, do I remember how to get out of here? I think I do. Yes, Imperial Shrine, and through Imperial Shrine I can get to the Fulfrain Hall, and from there I can walk into Satrit Mora, and then I just need to get all the way to the other place, and then we can go and return this quest, and maybe at some point I shall... What kind of mods are you using? I am using the Morrowind Overhaul mod, of course, which improves the graphics and so on and forth. Then I have the, what's the name? The Tamriel Rebuild, yes. I've never explored any of these regions, so we'll see what is actually in there. But yeah, I have Tamriel Rebuild. Never been there though, really yet. I just learned about these locations here. I visited extremely shortly. But yeah, that's something that we'll be exploring then at some point. And the last one was it the House Telvanni one where you can actually go further in the House Telvanni quest line? So 3 mods overall, nothing more though. But 3, and that is specifically then very specific type of mod, and this is of course, I don't know what they have all done to the Tamriel Rebuild, but that is a very, yeah, very big area more to explore, and it's going to be cool, yes, for sure. I always love the skies, and lovely sky in Morrowind though. Always love the sights of the skies. So beautiful. Did you play with any of the mods yourself? Punch Magic. I wonder, did the boat here take me into the correct place? I think it did. So let's see if we can sail to the correct place so I don't need to be going and using my boots of blinding speed. Even though maybe I should, but I don't have to. I do love these locations though. I like the Telvanni tree houses and everything. Maybe I can soon get my own. Just a simple shader upser mod so far, but I'm gonna add some more as I go on. Okay. The overhaul is pretty good, general one. I do gotta say, it overall just improves the graphics a lot, like water graphics and so on. Definitely have liked that one. And then I just thought that the Tamriel rebuild seemed interesting, and as I have played nonetheless the Telvanni house line more. It's something that if I want to go into there, it's more logical that we have some more with it as well. So, was I able to go where I want? Was it Telmora that I wanted to go in? What was the name? Yes, Telmora. So, take me to Telmora. Such discipline, much woe. If you say so, Jim. But of course, had you played the game or Morrowind when you were a lot younger? Or is this indeed that you played it the first time very recently? True, indeed. I get paralyzed by the number of mods. Paralyzed. Oh, I don't need the torch anymore, to be honest. So let's unequip that. Then what did I want to do? I want to cast a spell of water walking, preferably. Your body is ready for mods now. But I never played as a kid because I couldn't understand it. It's too complex for me. Alrighty. Of course, like, I was a teenager or some such when the game came out, so it wasn't too complex for me, other than maybe language-wise, maybe a little bit, but not really that much either when you still start to learn English at the 3rd grade. But I live in Finland, I'm from Finland, so it's not like English is my native tongue. So I of course will be making mistakes when I'm speaking English and everything, so that's to be assumed to happen from time to time, or quite often even, to be honest, but you know, otherwise, more human than human, by the way. That's the way. What, Kira? With your perfect English? Cannot believe. Yes, my very perfect English. I say every word perfectly, absolutely correctly, every time. No problems whatsoever. Certainly. This wasn't some place that would be actually helping me. I don't remember if I have actually enough levitation potions. Thank you, Punch Magic then. Your English is great. Well, it depends a little bit. Of course, you certainly can notice that I have an accent, but otherwise also there's specific words that I don't know how to pronounce, for sure. There's specific words that I pronounce exactly wrong, or specific ones that sound too much like each others when there should be more of a difference, I would say. Like, for example, in the games where there's trees, as in wood, as a resource, and then food, as in something that you eat as a resource, I don't know, I say them too similarly. You're awesome. Yeah, definitely. It was nice of you to come and happen to raid into here, for sure. Enjoyed having you around. Could go and have a peek into your Morrowind at some point then too, for sure. Where did I want to go? English is so dumb anyway, it really is. Yeah, that I cannot argue with. Why would you make your words look like they're spelled? Yes, that is true. What other examples would there exactly be? Well, in one situation when I was speaking about a desert, as in, well, you know, a desert, but then someone heard it more, or I guess I said it more similar to a dessert, so something that you eat for after eating other food, or do you walk on a desert and so on, so there's those things that I don't know. Especially when I talk quickly and don't think, I say one word in a way that I shouldn't say. Desserts, yes, yum. It's hard. That's what happens when your language is just a bunch of other languages mixed together. Sad. Dessert is a classic one, yes. And I definitely said it incorrectly in one of my Let's Plays when I was doing the... I don't remember actually what it was named, but it was one just like a demo type of game that I did a long time ago. Anyways, I was thinking of trying to actually sleep so I would at least have my magic full. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be getting to that guy with the magic level I have. Hopefully yes. Hopefully yes. A loose confederation of vocabularies, as I call it. Of course, there's also the fact that Finnish language does, after all, work extremely differently from English language. As in, everything is pronounced exactly the way it is written. You know exactly how everything is said by the letters that are in the word. So it is, of course, very, very different way Finnish language works to English. If you have a language that is still kind of similar to English, I could assume it's a little bit easier. Where is their door? Inside. This place can be sometimes confusing. It wasn't in here. It was somewhere else. What's the most difficult word for you to pronounce, if you can think of one? You saying to me? Me, all of it is. Yeah, I guess so. That could be it for Chim Chim, but there's a lot of different ones, but I would need to pretty much see the word, so then I could easily try to pronounce it, slash try to describe what exact word there is, but there's definitely a lot of the different ones that can be difficult for me to pronounce properly, or where I'm like, I know exactly how it's supposed to be pronounced, but somehow I still always say it wrong, or until I try it long enough that I actually say it correctly. Everyone can answer that question, yes. That's good. So do tell, what is your most difficult word? Then Buns Magic, anyone else here? And Jim Jim. Well, I'm sure Jim Jim at least is very good at saying the perkele, aren't ya? So it's not like every word in Finnish is that difficult for you, is it? There's a lot of English where you just need to know how it's said. Yeah, for me something as simple as birthday causes problems. Because it's actually French. There's a lot of different ones. Perkele, very much so. But yes, I sometimes speak Finnish here a little bit, not that much, but like hyvää iltaa is good evening and so on and forth. So I usually still like to be saying hello in Finnish too when someone that is from Finland comes around and everything. Hi, by the way, I had a quest for you to bring as well. Yes, I did your work. Thank you for your report. So you think cure common disease and cure blight disease potions would be valuable trade goods? That makes sense. Master Arion will be pleased. He can produce such potions very easily. Well done, Feliceretti. Here's your 100 drakes. With my thanks, I'll tell Master Arion how you handled this. I think he'll be pleased. And here, you'll find this amulet handy when visiting Telvanni wizards. Oh, amulet of levitating. That is nice.
I'd be happy to talk.
Hello, miten olet? Miten olet?
Find all that you seek, traveler.
Istun. Miten olet? You remember the best ones? Yes. Jim Jim remembers the best ones. Definitely. As in curse words. But, you know. And yes, that definitely sounded a little bit like Google Translate 472, but miten olet? Miten voit would be more like how are you? Miten voit, rather than miten olet. Miten olet is like how be. Pretty much is how I would say what it would mean more. How be, without even really a question mark or anything about that, which is how be thee. But it doesn't work very well. But yeah, I have no idea about Finnish. Yeah, I can understand that. Yeah, suoraan käännetty how are you. So if you try to say how are you, it can say that hey, miten olet? But in all reality, it's not the correct way to ask how are you at all. As I said, it would be more like being it how be the sort of how be or some sense. I can't really even say it properly, but yeah, it's not the correct way to say how are you. But hello, Arion. I have convinced the guy to actually come and join. And yes, of course, we talk a lot of completely other random things here, like language issues and everything, rather than just all the time playing and concentrating in this game. But hopefully you don't mind that too much. But hello, Arion. Yes. I gotta go, sorry. My allergies are going crazy. Oh, that's a shame. Sure to stop by again. Well, bye-bye, Buns Magic. You're definitely welcome to join anytime. And thank you for visiting. Hopefully the allergies will be okay. The issue with the allergies. So yeah, thanks for the raid and thanks for visiting. Bye-bye. Though, and have a good evening. So have you gathered the votes of the other councillors? No, I'm not on that. I'm about to join the council. He joined the council. Baladas will be joining the council, and as we agreed, I will be your patron. Please accept the silver staff of peace. The traditional patron gift to his protégé. You are now my mouth in the House Telvanni with all the duties and privileges of that rank. Thank you. So, I'm now your mouth. While other councillors would insist that you stay in the Telvanni Council Hall a day and night awaiting my decisions, I understand the insignificance of a daily business of the council. Thank you. Can I advance? No, you have not done enough chores. Well, do you have any chores? I have heard that the Blight has invested the Mudan Mul Ek mine. This mine is due west of my tower here in Telvos. Just a few minutes from here. There's also a shortcut if you go through the dungeon. The Guama Queen there has a blight disease. If you wish, I can teach you a spell of cure blight that you can cast on the queen. I guess I can learn the spell. Teach me the spell? It is a rather complicated spell. Arion teaches you the targeted cure blight spell. You should understand the principle now. You will find the spell is much more efficient than most. If you want, you can also buy scrolls of your blight from Hetman Abavavia in Nisis. Yeah, that should work. Yes. This guy, sure, teach me. Yes. Okay, now we are his mouth. We are his mouthpiece. He will be talking through us and all that. We are like other mouths, but we are... I got myself stuck onto this again when I'm trying to evade this guy and not have to move through stairs. Under Sun and Scoutlander, we greet you warmly, yes. The problem is going down. Well... Beep. Ouch. Just a little hurt. Not much. Jump here. Fall just very nicely and softly onto the ground. So, where was exactly the place I needed to go? Was it here? No. So, where was it? Where did I need to go? Cure blight, yes. Ask me to cure the blight that Kuama Queen in the Mudan Mul Ek mine, which is west of Arion's tower in Telvos. So, west. That way, I think. Right? Telvos. West. Yes. Okay, so targeted cure blight. Do I see where I have to cure blight? Arion's blight cure. Yes. There we have it. You do need to rest in the meantime though, to be able to have more magic and everything. But anyways, hey, there's an Ocrillion. Oh, also you apparently. Well, I guess I gotta deal with you. If I gotta. I'm not sure if I will be able to really deal with you even with this weapon, to be honest, so I probably should really be changing it. because it's so rare that I'm actually gonna hit you with this thing when my bludgeon skill is so low. I'm trying my best, but it's not easy. This is like takes so much longer when trying to learn a new skill. Okay then. Fine. Hey, I actually hit. Said an response. You got this, thank you. It just took so long. Like my long blade skill would be 100, so I don't really need to be learning it more. But my plant weapon's 18. Not necessarily the best one to use, but hey, we'll try our best. Hey, another enemy. I shall get you with this plant weapon someday. I really would need to go and learn this from somewhere else, wouldn't I? So, hey, I learned something. I learned medium armor skill. Hey, that's something. It's not plant weapon, but at least my armor skill is increasing. I gotta say that my health is going kind of slightly lower, but hey, at least then I can learn also restoration. So I guess that's something. Oh. Well. Oh, thank you for the follow as well, Satanic Sponge. Satanic Sponge. I gotcha. Finally. Let's use... Well, I would if I could. Let's do a quick save so that this... I don't have to do everything again if this game happens to go and decide to crash. Which hopefully it won't, but you never know. Hey, yay, level up. You have ascended to level 18. The challenge now is to stay at the peak as long as you can. You may be as strong today as any mortal who has ever walked the earth, but there's always someone younger, a new challenger. Willpower, intelligence. Do I want more strength? Do I want something else? That's a good question. Should I increase speed? I don't actually know all of this that well, what everything does. So, your ability to dodge and hit targets in melee as well as your maximum fatigue is actually pretty good. How fast you can move would be nice too, but yeah, let's just increase the agility a little bit. We have a huge amount of strength anyways, so I don't think that's the one we should be increasing specifically. Then, is the Kwama Egg Mine where? Don't see one yet. Soon, hopefully. Maybe on the other side of this hill. Is that the rat? You didn't fortify personality. Nope, my personality sucks, sorry. If you are not okay with my personality then, well... Can't be helped. Can't be helped. That's at least... I think that would have been the... I think we actually exited that, didn't we? So that would have been the way that we... Yeah. That was the dungeon exit that we were coming from at that one point, so it's more to this direction I could assume. Yes, there it is. There it has to be. Now it's again then looking. Where is the enemy actually? Okay. You need to slowly but surely die. Hey, quicker than I expected. So that's something. Okay, let's equip that again. Okay, a rat. An endless battle with the rat. Oh, not that endless, thankfully. If I weren't okay with your personality, I guess I wouldn't be here. Yes, I could assume so. So, what do I need more personality for, Chim Chim? I don't know. So, you know. Nerion? Ancestral Tomb. This isn't the right place. I'm in the wrong place. This isn't where I want to be. Hey, the egg mine would have been there. That's a dungeon and there's the egg mine. So, that way.